Welcome to Question Bank. In this video, I am going to solve some of the basic problems from operational amplifier, and I am not including the chapters like comparators, multivibrators and type of amplifiers, and so I am including only the basic problems and throwing out the basic theorem that we can consider for solving any type of basic problems. And basic problems are generally asked in exams like engineering services. I have collected all the questions from engineering services, GATE, and even you can find such problems in exams like SSC JEE or RRB JEE, and in case of BARC also. State PSU also may ask this type of simple problems. So this is the op-amp, and there are 5 terminals of a op-amp in the figure, and the negative one is inverting, because if we give positive voltage to the inverting terminal, we will get negative of that voltage. So 180-degree phase difference remains between inverting terminal input and the output, so this is called inverting terminal. And in case of positive, that is non-inverting, if we apply the positive voltage, then we get the positive output, so no phase distance. And these are called saturation voltages. This is positive saturation voltage and this is negative saturation voltage. So for an ideal op-amp, because I am solving the problems only considering all the op-amps given in the questions are all ideal, non-ideal op-amps are not considered in this video. So for an ideal op-amp, input resistance is infinite, it should be remembered by us, and output resistance is 0. Open loop gain AOL is infinite, slew rate is infinite. What is slew rate? That is dV0 by dt. This is slew rate, and this is maximum value of dV0 by dt. Rate of change of output voltage, maximum rate of change of output voltage is called slew rate. And CMRR is infinite also. This is the common mode rejection ratio, then called bandwidth. Bandwidth is also infinite and offset voltage is 0. These are the characteristics of an ideal op-amp. And next comes what is AOL, that is open loop voltage gain. This is the V0 by Vd, that is output voltage by differential voltage input. What is differential voltage input? This is V1 minus V2, that means the difference between the voltage applied in inverting terminal and non-inverting terminal. For ideal op-amp, Vd is equal to 0. So AOL is equal to V0 by Vd is equal to infinite, because this is 0, but this is finite value for an ideal op-amp. Next, we have to consider the V0, that is output voltage, always in between positive saturation voltage and negative saturation voltage. If we calculate the output voltage which is exceeding the positive saturation voltage, then the answer, that is V0, will be positive saturation voltage. And if V0 exceeds negative saturation voltage, then answer will be negative saturation voltage. This is one thing we have to consider. This is the thing. If V0 exceeds positive saturation voltage, then output voltage will be positive saturation voltage, and if it exceeds negative saturation voltage means if negative saturation voltage is -5 and our V output is coming to be -6, this is exceeding the positive saturation voltage. Potential is greater than the saturation voltage, negative saturation voltage. So this will be the answer will be not 6, this will be -5. And second, Vd is equal to 0, so V1 will be equal to V2. In case of ideal op amp, Vd, that is differential voltage input, is equal to 0. So V1 here the V1 will be equal to V2. That means non-inverting terminal voltage will be equal to inverting terminal voltage for an ideal op amp. So this is one thing we have to consider to solve problem. First thing is this one, second thing is this one, and if V2 is connected to ground, suppose V2 is connected to ground, then this voltage will be 0 and this voltage will be 0. So this is called virtual ground concept. The equal voltage appears at the inverting and non-inverting terminal. So this is called virtual grounding concept. This is second thing. And the third thing is no current flows into the op amp. As input resistance of the op amp is high, that is infinite, no current flows into the op amp. Here also 0, here I is also 0. So when we solve the problems, the current flows in this way will be equal to the current flows in this way. I1 is equal to I2. So no current flows into the op amp. Current will flow this way. No current flows into the op amp. This is the third thing we have to remember to solve the problems. And the fourth one is, this is valid only for negative feedback amplifiers. So for negative feedback only. If what is negative and positive feedback? If the feedback given to the inverting terminal, then this is called a negative feedback amplifier. And only in negative feedback operation we use it for the amplification process. In positive feedback process, this is not used as amplifiers, because in case of positive feedback operation, only the output comes which exceeds the saturation voltage, positive or negative. So this is not used for positive feedback. If positive feedback anytime given, then the output will be the saturation voltage. So this is the fourth point we have to remember. So we have 3 points we have to remember for solving many of the problems asked in many of the exams. Those are: first thing, I am once again repeating, first thing, if output voltage exceeds any of the saturation voltage, then the answer will be that saturation voltage. Second thing, Vd is equal to 0, that means the inverting terminal voltage will be equal to the non-inverting terminal voltage. The third thing is no current flows into the op amp. And the fourth thing is negative feedback operation should be given. So let's have the first question. This is one of the question. An op amp is used in the circuit shown in the figure. Current I0 is, what is the I0 current? They are asking for current I0. This is or I0. What is I0? So Vs, here is given Vs. So as I have told, this voltage will be equal to this voltage, so this will be also Vs, and as this is Vs, this is also Vs. So what will the current I0? Here is V0, here is V0 and here is Vs. No current will flow into the op amp. Here no current will flow, here no current will flow, only the current flow will be in this direction, So what will be the I0? I0 will be V0 minus Vs by RL. only the network theory. If you are strong in network theory, then op-amp problem, basic op-amp problems will be very easy for you. V0 minus Vs by RL, which will be equal to Vs by Rs also, because this current is equal to this current, because no current flows this way into the op-amp. So I0 is equal to this current also. And what is this current? V0, that is Vs minus 0 potential is ground, by Rs. So this is equal to Vs by Rs. Here option given is Vs by Rs. Next question, a circuit with op-amp is shown in the figure. The voltage V0 is, output voltage is asking. In this problem, what is the current here? What is the current here? I. We have to find out. First thing, here Vs1, so the voltage at this point also will be Vs1. So the current I will be equal to Vs2 minus Vs1 by R, and the same current will flow this way, because no current enters into the op-amp. So here also same current will flow, so we can write it as Vs1 minus V0, that is V output, by 2R, and this will be written as Vs2 minus Vs1 by R is equal to Vs1 minus V0 by 2R. If we cancel out R from both sides, then it will be 2 into Vs2 minus Vs1 is equal to Vs1 minus V0, which will be equal to 2 Vs2 minus 2 Vs1 minus Vs1 is equal to minus V0. This will be equal to 2 Vs2 minus 3 Vs1 is equal to minus V output. So this will be equal to V output is equal to 3 Vs1 plus 2 Vs2. So this is the answer. Here is option D is the correct answer. So next problem, in the op-amp circuit as shown below, the current IL is, where is current IL? This is current IL. So what will the current IL? So here current given voltage Vi to the non-inverting terminal is Vi. So here also we will get Vi voltage. So what will be the current from here to here? Current IL will be equal to V input minus 0 by R1, which is equal to Vi by R1, because the current flowing here, the same, suppose here current flowing I will be equal to the current flowing here, because no current will enter into the op-amp. So IL will be equal to I, and I will be equal to the Vi minus ground voltage, that is 0 here, by R1 resistance. This is the answer, Vi by R1. This is the answer. Next question, consider the following circuit. What is the output voltage V0 in the above circuit? generally what we are doing, generally what we do is, in this type of problems, additional amplifier or amplifier for subtraction, we generally memorize the formula, because in this type of problems we don't need to memorize the formula or anything. There is inverting amplifier formula, non-inverting amplifier formula, we generally memorize. And I want to say here that we don't want to memorize any of the formula. Only we have to memorize the formulas like CMRR and other formulas. But in case of circuit solving, we need not memorize any type of formula. And in this, here is voltage given, here is one source and here is another number of sources. So if I convert these sources to 1 and if I convert these sources to 1, then the circuit will be very simple. So in case of network theory, we have studied that theorem. We have to convert the number of voltage sources with their internal resistances to single source voltage. That is, suppose for this one I am taking, this is one, suppose V1, this is suppose V2, and I am converting it to V1 voltage is will be equal to, what is the formula? Voltage 1, first voltage into corresponding conductance, that is 1 by resistance, plus second voltage into corresponding conductance, plus third voltage into corresponding conductance, by summation of all the conductance. So what will be it? It will be 1 volt. Very easy, because all these terms and all these terms will be cancelled out. This will be 1 volt. So corresponding resistance, source resistance, will be 1 by all the resistances. That means parallel combination. 1 by 1k plus 1 by 2k plus 1 by 3k, and this is coming to be 10 to the power minus 3, sorry, 10 to the power plus 3 by 6 plus 3 plus 2 by 6, and this is 6 by 11 into 10 to the power 3 ohm R1. And similarly V2 will be, V2 means here this is V2 will be 1 plus 1 by 1k plus 1 into 1 by 1k plus 1 into 1 by 1k by 1 by 1k plus 1 by 1k plus 1 by 1k, and this is also coming to be 1 volt. And R2 is equal to parallel combination 1 by 1k plus 1 by 1k plus 1 by 1k, and this is coming to be 1 by 3 into 10 to the power 3 ohm. So we can write this, we can redraw this op-amp circuit as this. This is V output, this is 1 kilo ohm given, and this is V1, this is R1, and this is V2, and this is R2. I have converted all the things. So here I0, here I, here this will be current I, this will be current I, and what will the current I? Here V2, here no current will flow through the op-amp, so here will be V2, voltage will be, here will be V2, and no current will flow through this op-amp, so V1, and here current will be equal to, current I will be equal to V1 minus V2 by R1 here in non-inverting terminal. So that will be equal to 0 because V1 is equal to V2 is equal to 1 volt. So this will be 0. That is, no current is flowing through this network. So V0 will be equal to V1 will be equal to V2 and this is equal to 1 volt. So answer is 1 volt. Answer is 1 volt here. Next question. For the operational amplifier circuit shown in the figure below, what is the maximum possible value of R1 if voltage gain required is between minus 10 and minus 25? I0 here suppose current is I is flowing here, I can this voltage will be connected to ground, so this will be 0, so this terminal voltage will be 0, and so current I will be Vi by R1, Vi minus 0 by R1, that will be Vi by R1, and this will be equal to also equal to 0 minus V0 by Rf, same current will be here, so this will be also equal to minus V0 by Rf, and if we consider both these things, then V0 by V1 is equal to minus Rf by R1. This is the formula for non-inverting that we memorize, Rf by R1, so which is equal to the voltage gain, and for maximum possible voltage gain, this is given, the voltage gain range is given to be minus 10 to minus 25, minus 10 to minus 25. So for first one minus 10, for minus 10 AV is equal to minus 10 minus 1 mega ohm by R1, because Rf is given 1 mega ohm, Rf is given here 1 mega ohm, so R1 will be 10 to the power 5 ohm, which will be equal to 100 kilo ohm, and for voltage gain of minus 25 will be equal to minus 1 mega ohm by R1, and here R1 will be equal to 1 mega ohm by 25, and this will be equal to 40 kilo ohm. So this is given maximum value of R1. Question is asking for maximum value of R1. So this is the correct answer, 100 kilo ohm. Next question. What is the output voltage V0 of the given circuit? Here suppose this one is V1 and this one is V2, and as I have told first, V1 will be equal to V2, and what will be V2? V2 will be V0 that is, sorry, not V0, that is VB, here VB into 50k by 50k plus 50k, that will be VB by 2. Here voltage division formula I have applied. I have to find out what is the voltage across this 50 so that will be V2, and V2 will be equal to V1, so that I can find out the output voltage. This is my aim. So here the current I here, what will be the current I here? I will be equal to VA minus V1 by 50k. So this will be equal to VA minus VB by 2, because V1 is equal to V2 is equal to VB by 2. So this is coming to be 50k, and this will be 2VA minus VB by 100k I. And if we consider the V0, if we consider here V0 will be V1 minus, this is KVL, V1 minus I into 250k. Here is the loop. V1 minus 250k, current is flowing in this direction, so this is negative. So what will be this one? V1 is VB by 2 minus I is what? Here is the I value, 2A minus VB, 2VA minus VB by 100k into 250k. So k cancelled out and k cancelled out, and if I divide it by 50, it will be 5 and it will be 2. So this will be 0.5 VB minus, this will be how much? 2 into 2, 5 by 2, this will be 2.5 into first thing 2, this will be 5 VA plus 2.5 VB, and here one VB and another here VB, so here will be 3 VB minus 5 VA, 3 VB minus 5 VA, so minus 5 VA plus 3 VB. B answer. Next question, in the given circuit the magnitude of the output voltage, what will be the magnitude of the output voltage? Here given V1, V2 and V3, and resistances, corresponding resistances are given in the circuit. So here at this point the current will be the sum of the currents from this branch and this branch. So here suppose I am getting the current here I, the same current will flow in this, because no current will flow into the op-amp. So I will be equal to the sum of all the currents, and this will be V1 minus 0. Why 0? Here this one is connected to the ground, so this terminal will be 0 and this terminal voltage will be, this point voltage will be 0, and this will be V1 minus 0 by R1 plus V2 minus 0 by R2 plus V3 minus 0 by R3, and this will be equal to V1 by R1 plus V2 by R2 plus V3 by R3, and the V output will be 0 voltage, that is here 0 minus I into R4, So this will be equal to minus I into R4. What will be I? I is this one. So I is this one. So this will be minus of V1 by R1, V1 by R1 plus V2 by R2 plus V3 by R3 into R4, and this is coming to be minus of R4 by R1 V1 plus R4, because the options are given in this way, terms of V1, V2 and V3. So we have to convert to this form, V2 plus R4 by R3 V3. This is the form, and here option are given. Here all the options are given. We have to consider the options, or here V output is given, magnitude of V output is given 3V1, 2V2, 7V3. So if we take magnitude, then this will be R4 by R1 will be equal to 3, R4 by R2 will be equal to 2, and R4 by R3 will be equal to 7 as given in the question. So R1 is to 3R1, because 3R1 will be equal to R4. Similarly 2R2 will be equal to R4. So is 2 will be equal to 2R2 will be equal to 7R4 will be equal to 7R3 will be equal to R4. And if we find out the ratio, then R1 is to R2 is to R3 is to R4 will be 1 by 3 is to 1 by 2 is to 1 by 7 is to 1. And if we multiply 12, because in the question this is one of the option is 12 by 7. So if we multiply 12 in all the ratio elements, this will be 12 by 3, this will be 4 is to 6 is to 12 by 7 is to 12. So this is the correct answer, option C, 4, 6, 12 by 7 and 12 kilo. Next question, given figure shown a non-inverting op-amp and summer with the V1 is equal to 2 volt and V2 is equal to minus 1 volt. The output voltage V0 will be dash. This is one of the great question. KCL, if we apply KCL at B position, suppose this one is A position and this is B position. If we apply KCL at B, the current from this one and this one will be equal to 0. So I can write it as, applying KCL, 2 minus VB by R, that means current from this, plus minus 1 minus VB by R, that is this current, will be equal to VB by R, the current in this way. So here I can write it as 2 minus VB minus 1 minus VB will be equal to VB, and this will be equal to 1 minus 3 VB, 1 minus 3 VB will be equal to 0, and VB will be equal to 1 by 3 volt. So as VB will be 1 by 3 volt, so VA will also be 1 by 3 volt. So which will be equal to VA here. Here also this will be 1 by 3 volt. So here the current will be, current suppose here is I, current I will be 0 minus VA by R. This will be 0 minus VA by R, that means minus VA is 1 by 3 into R. This is the VA, and the same current I will flow in the outer circuit. That means VA minus V output, VA minus V output by 2R, and this will be equal to minus 1 by 3 R, in denominator the R. So if we can cancel out the R from both the side, VA is 1 by 3 minus V output will be equal to minus 2 by 3, and V output will be 1 by 3 plus 2 by 3, which will be equal to 1 volt. So answer will be 1 volt here. Next question. The circuit shown in figure acts as a dash, and the figure given input its output voltage is dash volt. So here we have to find out the output voltage. We have to find out the output voltage. So current, suppose current here is I, then this will be sum of currents of this branch and this branch. So I will be equal to 1 by 1k, because this is 1 minus 0, and 0 for which this is grounded, this will be 0 and this will also be 0. So 1 minus 0, I am writing it as 1 by 1k plus 2 by 1k, and this is will be 3 by 1k. This will be equal to 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 ampere, that means 3 milliampere. And if we consider the same current I here, so this will be 0 minus I into 1k, I into 1k, this will be V output. So V output will be minus of I is 3 into 10 to the power minus 3 into 1k, and 3 10 to the power minus 3 will be cancelled out, and only minus 3 will be remaining. So minus 3 is the output voltage. This is also one of the GATE question. Next question is, the circuit shown in the figure uses an ideal op-amp working with plus 5 volt and minus 5 volt. Plus 5 volt and minus 5 volt. The power supplies the output voltage V0 is equal to, I want to take one thing modification, so that we are going to get something different. Here I want to, change this resistance to 10 milli, this source to 10 milliampere. If we take 10 milliampere, what will happen? I am going to express here. Then at A, this will be voltage potential will be 0, and hence here potential will be also 0. So the output voltage will be potential 0 minus current, here suppose current is I, current into 1K will be equal to V0. And what will the current? As no current flows into the op amp, the same current, that is the same current 10 milliampere will be flow in that feedback circuit, and this will be equal to minus 10 milliampere into 1 kilo ohm will be equal to V0, and V0 will be equal to minus of 10 volt, and this exceeds the saturation voltage, that is minus 5 volt. So answer will be, what will the answer? I have told in the first I have told here, if V0 exceeds negative saturation voltage, then V0 will be minus negative saturation voltage. Negative saturation voltage will be the answer. So here answer will be the negative saturation voltage. So answer will be minus 5 volt. So if in the question given here, this is given 1 milliampere. So here 1 milliampere this is given. If we put 1 milliampere, then answer will be 1 volt, and this is minus 1 volt, and this is within the saturation voltage, and answer will be 1 volt. If this exceeds the saturation voltage, then answer will be the saturation voltage. Next question, given that the op amp is ideal, the output voltage V0 is, here this is 2 volt, so this will also be, here will be also 2 volt. So current I, here is the current I will be equal to 0 minus 2 by R, which is equal to minus 2 by R. So, and output voltage V output, we can write it as V output will be equal to 2 volt here, and this is the loop, 2 minus I into 2R, and this will be equal to 2 minus I is minus 2 by R into 2R, and this is coming to be 2 plus 4, which is equal to 6 volt. So answer is 6 volt. Next question, this is the question, an operational amplifier circuit is shown in the figure. The output of the circuit for the given input Vi is, what is the output for input Vi? So here I have solved all the questions. Here all the questions I have solved have negative feedback. That means feedback is like this, negative feedback, and here the first op amp is positive feedback. That means feedback is given to the non-inverting terminal. Here feedback is given to the non-inverting terminal. This is the feedback, and this is given to the non-inverting terminal. So here first op amp this is positive feedback. As this is a positive feedback circuit, the regardless value of the resistances and the input value, the output value is always exceeds the saturation voltage, and it may exceed the saturation voltage depending upon the input value. Suppose V input is positive, then output voltage will exceed the positive saturation voltage. So output will be equal to the positive saturation voltage. If Vi is negative, then output voltage will exceed the negative saturation voltage. So V output will be equal to minus negative saturation voltage. So the V output one, suppose output of the first op amp I am written as V output 1, that means V01 I am writing here, will be equal to either plus V saturation or minus V saturation, and the two op amps are ideal and having the saturation voltage at the same. And the second one is here is the second one, and this is given as 2R, this is omitted actually, this is 2R, and V output here, this is V01 output of the first op amp, and this is feeding to the second op amp, and the second op amp is generally a non-inverting, the inverting and the feedback amplifier like this. This is 2R and this is R, and what is coming here, this will be like 2 into minus 2 into the input voltage, minus 2 into the input voltage. So like this I can put here that V0, I can write here, this is V01, so this will be also V01 if we go clearly V01, and the current will be the 0 minus V01 by R. This is the 0 minus V01, here is the V01 by R, this current, and the same current will be equal to minus V01 by R, and the same current will be flow V01 minus V output by 2R here, and this will be, if we consider this term only, R cancelled out, and minus 2 V01 will be equal to, minus 2 V01 will be equal to V01 minus V0, and V0 will be equal to 3 V01. So V01 itself is saturation voltage, V saturation, either positive or negative. So output voltage is also 3 times the saturation voltage, that means it exceeds the saturation voltage of the second op amp, because the saturation voltage of first and second op amp are same, that is V saturation, positive or negative, anything. So the answer will be D, that is positive saturation voltage or negative saturation voltage. So the last question, the operational amplifier shown in the figure is ideal. The input voltage in volt is Vi is equal to 2 sin 2 pi into 2000 t. The amplitude of the output voltage V0 in volt is, this is given, Vi is given, that is here is Vi given, and amplitude of V0 is asking. So if I convert it, suppose this is Z, the combination is Z, and what will be the Z? Z is Xc, that is the capacitive reactance parallel with the R, the resistance. And if we convert the capacitive reactance in terms of Laplace form, that will be 1 by Xc. Xc is equal to 1 by Sc, and this will be equal to Xc into R by R plus Xc. This is the parallel combination, and this will be equal to 1 by Sc into R by R plus 1 by Sc, and this is equal to R by 1 plus SCR. So V output by V input is minus Z by R. As we have already solved many problems like this, we can write directly as minus Z by R. This is the inverting amplifier formula, and if we don't want to remember those formula, we can derive it at the instant. So this will be minus R by 1 plus SCR whole into R. So this will be equal to minus 1 by 1 plus SCR, and the magnitude of the V output by V input will be the mod of the here the gain part. So this will be 1 plus, in the place of S I am putting omega, so this will be omega CR whole square root over, and this is coming to be 1 by 1 plus omega is given as 2 pi into 2000 square into, and C is given 0.1 microfarad into 10 to the power minus 6 square, and R is given 1 kilo. So this is root over, and this is coming to be, if we calculate this one, this is coming to be 0.62345, and V output will be 0.62345 into 2 sine 2 pi into 2000 t, and here the amplitude is, this part is amplitude, and this is coming to be 1.2469, which is nearly equal to 1.247 volt. So here this will be the 1.247 volt. Answer will be 2.7 volt. If you want to study more about this op-amp, then there is a book from Pearson publication. The name of the book is Op-amps and Linear Integrated Circuit by Indian author, that is Ramakant A. Gaikwad. He is the author, and this is from Pearson book, and its low price edition is available in India, and this is a best book for only op-amp. Op-amp is the part of analog electronics. You can also find the op-amp circuits and its analysis in Bolstead or Cedra Smith in these books. And if you want to know more about the op-amp and its applications, then this is the best book available in India. So if you are getting anything beneficial from this video, please subscribe to my channel.